I normally use the phone charger, yeah, the ones and tumble the vending booth, vending kiosk upside down at the phone charger. So I'll just find another phone charger. So they're creating chaos around me to make me look like I'm the one having a nervous breakdown. If already misdiagnosed me as crazy, they say it's what they normally do. They look for the most mentally ill blacks, and the police will frame them up. In 2019, they grabbed me off the street and went and locked me up in a psychiatric hospital and misdiagnosed me with all kinds of mental illness. They say this is how they normally do. They say they always frame up mentally ill blacks as criminals and kill them. They say the FBI did it, some years ago, like almost 10 years ago. Some mentally ill blacks from Haiti and stuff, and black Americans that had criminal history, the FBI told them to go and blow up a building and said they were going to give them money. And these people were poor, that just been released from prison, so they accepted the money. And the FBI entrapped, like an entrapment case once and locked them up for terrorism. They said it's very easy to frame up a mentally ill person or give somebody a mental record. So this this Eric Adams said is going to be giving homeless people mental records. So it's so easy to put somebody on psychiatric medication, or even just dent their image as mentally ill, and have them abused to death, and trap them to commit a crime. So what they do is they start sending women, men to be rubbing their body on me to provoke me to anger, so they can kill me as a riot. I have evidence of Trump committing other crimes. And I've contacted the Manhattan Supreme Court judge this year, while his case was going on this year, but they decided to waive his prison sentence, and he went ahead and become president. Then Eric Adams also contacted the Judge Del O of the federal court, saying that no, the Trump and Eric Adams collusion is to further a criminal enterprise. And I gave the evidence of the crimes I had against Trump and Eric Adams, but the judge, ignored me again. Judge Del O, Honorable District Judge Del O, and freed Eric Adams. So there's a lot of corruption going on in the judiciary, whereby they're ignoring witness evidence, and I'm being framed up. This Eric Adams is going to be locking up homeless like me in the psych ward. I saw him, some weeks ago, and asked him to help me. He's been lying that anytime he encounters a homeless, he'll push them in a hotel room. So I saw him near Church Street, near the Immigration Center Plaza. He was walking towards the New York Law School, and I approached him, I asked him if he can help me, and it wouldn't help me. Even though there's a court order since the 1990s, there are people vacated from a basement apartment like me and my late mother, should be put in hotel rooms. So my mother's doors killed my mother after me and my mother were vacated. Polony and Flora, they poisoned her with current fish poison and locked her up in a psychiatric hold while she was being treated for heart disease, in 2015 at Bellevue Hospital. So this is what I've been going through, So also there's been a lot of evidence that the FBI and the NYPD have been framing up a lot of blacks, especially those that are mentally ill. Even those that are not mentally ill, they would, harass them, coerce them, and trap them. So they've been sending a lot of people to annoy me. This Trump said he wants the rioters crushed and killed. So it's like we purposely set up this immigration crisis so people can start rioting, so they can frame people like me up, because I always make complaints about issues here in America for many years now. I posted online. So they can just harm me as one of the rioters. So they're trampling things upside down. I normally charge my phone here. I'll go to the next booth instead. So they wouldn't, frame me up as a rioter, trampling things upside down. So that's what's going on. I just try to take extra caution, because, the whole way, the whole crisis going on in Los Angeles, and if you ever hear they surround me with the police, they'll throw me out of the train station after I pay my subway fare, and they will lie that I didn't pay my subway fare. I'm like, excuse me, the camera will show I pay my subway fare. I need a police report, and they won't give me a police report. So they're just trying to get me angry. They won't let me use the bathroom once I'm a gay, I'm a transgender Nigerian. They said Trump said no more gays should be allowed, in the bathrooms and stuff, And I said I want a police report stating that, and they won't give me a police report. So apparently they know what they're doing. They're just lying and harassing me. So I believe they're intentionally trying to frame me up as a rioter fighting with the police. And Trump said anybody that's fighting with the police at this time should be crushed. So it's like, as I was criticizing Trump in 2019, my father was killed in Nigeria. So I don't know what's going on. And even Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, former lawyer, said Trump is dangerous as killers all over the world working for him. But nobody's really telling the whole truth. They're just talking in parts and pieces in the parables. So I need a special prosecutor to be appointed by the federal court to investigate the crimes that have been happening around me since I took the NYPD squad. My friend Erigan that was helping me was killed, close to my birthday on July 2014. And it was helping my coffee first. My mother was also been killed by her daughters. My mother was at those were bugging her. And one of them was giving her cards of food. And my mother went to the hospital to treat the heart problems she was having. Anytime she takes the food from this Volani, she feels was being poisoned. And my mother was put in this cardiac unit in the ICU of Bellevue. And the daughters, Volani and Flora, went to the hospital, told them to lock my mother up in the cycle. And my mother got so angry, she died immediately. In 2015. And as I was trying to investigate the death of my mother, I filed a lawsuit. The police came and grabbed me, locked me up also in the cycle. In 2019, choked me. I was criticizing Trump around that time period, and he told me around that time period also, my father was killed in Nigeria. So too many deaths are occurring, and too many unresolved murders and stuff. My mother, Eric Garner, and attempted murder on me when they grabbed me and took me to cycle in 2019 and choked me. The video is online on my YouTube page. I stole my green card, the NYPD.